Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Learning with me. We are looking through the CTET or the TNTET or State Teacher Eligibility Test exam topics, and in that we are going through the subject Child Development and Pedagogy. So in that we've already finished few units, and now we are going to start with the next topic, Language and Thought. In that, this is the first part of the video. So if you have missed on the previous topics, please go back and then listen to that so that you will not, it will be easy for you to understand and you will not have any problems when we discuss about those concepts in the future. Now, getting into language and thought, okay, what are the things which we are going to see? The first thing, we'll see the introductory topics like what is language and thought, and then we'll be seeing about the characteristics and the elements. So this is what we'll be seeing in this video. So in this video, we are going to look through the characteristics and the elements of language. Okay. So after that, we'll be looking into the factors affecting language development, the theories of language development, stages of language development, and then thought and development of thought. So all these we are going to discuss. We'll be doing each one in a separate video. Now, getting into this concept of language and development. So, we all know that learning, when we need to learn something, obviously we need to have a language and to communicate what we think. So, language is also always a resource. Okay, when we talk about language, language is a resource where you are able to express what you have perceived, what you have perceived. So what do you perceive? Whatever you perceive, that is your thought. Okay. So we see that we need to use these two as a tool for learning. Both language and thought are used as a tool for learning, and language is the human ability to acquire and use complex systems of communication. So when you need to communicate, there are so many ways to communicate. So how you are able to use and what you are going to use for each type of communication. Everything cannot be communicated in the same way. Each one has its own way of communication, has its own method of communication. So for that only we use language. And this study of language is called linguistics. Linguistics is called the scientific study of language. Now, let us get into the next main thing called as characteristics of language and the elements of language. First, we are going to look into the characteristics of language. The characteristics of language are productivity, complex structure, understanding complex structure, and abstract ideas. Complex and abstract ideas. So now looking into each one of them. So when we see about productivity, so language, with language you're able to communicate about things which are not just immediately present. Okay, you are relying on some already present available data or something in the past. Okay, and you are going to give some productivity wherein you are able to give some kind of communication. The next one, complex structure. Yes, I told you each one has its own method. So in that we can express it in several ways. So there is a wide range of expression than anything else. Okay, because if you see about communication through language, it is so complicated for human beings when compared to the other living beings, because we have a lot to be communicated through thoughts, emotions, ideas. So all these has to be done. And likewise, language helps individual to make sense of complex and abstract ideas. Okay, and through that we are able to preserve our culture, our civilization, all these things. Okay, so all this is done only because of language. So language is helping us in the productivity. It is helping us in understanding the complex structure and about understanding the complex and the abstract ideas. Next one is the elements of language. So this is yet another very simple and very easy thing. Okay. So in this we have to learn what these four things are. I know you all will be familiar about this word grammar. The rest will also you might have an idea, but still I'll tell you once again. So when we talk about phonology you will remember the word phonetics. Phonetics, it talks about the sounds. Okay, likewise, phonology, it refers to the sounds of a language. Sounds of a language. The next one is semantics. Semantics is nothing but the study of words. Study of words and their meaning. Study of words and their meaning. Phonology is the study of a language. Semantics is the study of words and their meaning. Next, grammar. We all know grammar is nothing but the rules of using the language. Rules which you use to describe the structure of the language, the syntax, and what to be used when and where. The next one is pragmatics. Pragmatics, immediately you will remember the word practical. So here how it comes, it is nothing but how people use it to communicate effectively. How people use the language to communicate effectively. So that is what is pragmatics. So these are the elements of language: phonology, semantics, grammar, and pragmatics. And we see that the building blocks of language are the phonemes, are the sounds. Okay, so only with that you are even able to distinguish. The very beginning thing which a child learns immediately after being born is only through the sounds, and then as it grows it understands the word and the meaning, then it learns the rules. Once all these three are being satisfied, then obviously the child will be able to communicate effectively. So with this we are completing with the characteristics and the elements of language. We'll be seeing the other concepts one by one in the upcoming videos. Hope all my videos are useful for you. See you again in another video. Thank you everyone.